She's a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, she's one of a kind. Got that confidence and style. She's blowing your mind. With every step she takes, she's owning the scene.
All right. Hi, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. In case you're joining me for the first time, actually this is my second video, so just go to my YouTube channel, Prudence Nomona, then you will see my introduction video. But just to recap here, so that you know who is in front of you, right? My name is Prudence Nomona Chimuka. I am a mom of two, and these are the two. And I am a wife to a guy named Terence. Okay, so we met back in 2012 at the University of KwaZulu-Natal. I was a BCom accounting student, and he was he was studying masters. He masters in laws, right? Okay, so we knew each other from before 2012, but we only started dating in 2012. Okay, fast forward to 2014, December 2014, we actually officiated our courtship, and we did our traditional marriage back home in Zimbabwe. So the cows came home, yes. The cows came home. And the uncles, the daddies, the mommies were so happy. Yeah, it was such a proud moment in my life. Hey, forgive my little ones here. I don't have a room, I don't have a corner in this house where I can just sit in peace without them coming. You know, I meant to do this video on my own here, but well, what can I do? These two are a part of me, and even the dad as well, he's right behind me. I cannot have a quiet moment or a quiet, like, you know, it's just a thing of the past. But in a I love it the way it is, right? I love it the way it is. It's what defines me, it's who I am. It's the new me. All right, so back to my story. So this is the first episode of 5, where I will be taking you through the journey that I walked in trying to have children. So what I'll term my infertility journey, right? So back to my story. So we had our marriage in December, our traditional marriage in December 2014, right? And then obviously we moved in together right away. We didn't wait for white wedding. Of course we did it sort of way after, but yeah, we didn't do it right after. So yeah, we came back. Well, we stay in South Africa, Pietermaritzburg. So we came back, we started our life. So the whole of 2015, life was good. Yeah, life was good. It was just the two of us. You know how it is when you just starting marriage. Life is just so good. You never at all think anything can go wrong. Both working, both, you know. Yeah. So fast forward to 2016, my brother-in-law passed on. So my husband lost his young brother, the last born in his family. So we had to travel back home for the funeral. So at the funeral, that's when we really realized that something was missing, because obviously in an African setup, you know how it is. Well, it's out of love, you know, the questions, it's out of love. But obviously a lot of people were asking, hi, you guys, what are you waiting for? Where are the babies? We want the kids. What are you waiting for? You know. Should I eat this? Mommy eats the leftovers. Mommy eats the leftovers.
Few inches later.
What can I do?
A few moments later.
Yummy. My son knows the leftovers. Mommy and daddy are always ready, because we're not going to waste our money. You see this ice cream? there's a whole lot left in here, and it's done. You know, when you're not paying anything, when you're not buying anything, I will eat it. I don't know. Okay, so sorry guys, my life right now at the moment. Yeah. I know. Keep quiet now. Can you follow Daddy? I don't want fight. Hey, my husband, so he had to crawl. He had to crawl so that he can go out of the room. I told them not to disturb me, but they still wanted to come. Hey, I will expose them one of these days. So it's just mommy and the little girl now. So I think we can do our video. So yeah. So when we came back home, we realized, okay, so people can actually see that there's something lacking. Of course, we were kind of aware, but we were still in that honeymoon phase. We just thought, no one was noticing it. But yay, Africans, we are African people. So, but one thing I want to make clear is that it was out of love. Nobody asked in a way to make us feel bad or anything. It was out of consent to say, we are waiting for the babies to come, you know. But obviously they didn't know how it made us feel. It made us to, you know, question, to say, hi, so this thing, is it really going to happen? Now we started like serious thinking about it. So we decided, when we went back home from the funeral, we decided to go and see a fertility specialist right away. So we went in Feb 2016. We went to see a fertility specialist, but unfortunately, you know, in Pietermaritzburg where we were staying, there were no there were no fertility clinics around that from my search, that I could see. So we had no choice but to go to the one in Durban. So Durban is not so far from Pietermaritzburg. It's less than an hour's drive, but it's probably 70 something Ks. So, and I was working as a trainee accountant, remember. So for those who have done accounting articles, you know how hard it is, the environment, like just to get time off, you know, it's not easy. Well, depending on the accounting firm you're working in, maybe if you are in a small firm, it's hard. So, and I was in a small firm, it was hard. So just asking for time off to go for that appointment, it was hard. And you know, with doctor's appointments, they would tell you come at 10, your appointment is at 10. You get there at even 9:30 or 9:45. There will be someone in there, and you end up seeing the doctor maybe at 11. I don't know, maybe it's just us, but that's how it used to happen for most of our appointments for some reason. I don't know. Young girl, you're not featuring in my thing. Stay out. All right. Okay. So yes. So we went to the. It was also not hard, not easy. I mean, to get the appointment for this fertility specialist. We were not on medical aid. Fertility specialists, they needed you to have done all these bloods and whatnot. They required money, right? They needed you to already have done that. But fortunately, we found one where they said, come, we will help you with all that you need. So the doctor ordered us to do some bloods, and for me and my husband, just to see where we are, to try and diagnose, you know, to see what is wrong. And so the bloods came out okay. So both of us, we were okay in terms of I was ovulating as required. My body was functioning the way it was supposed to. And also my husband, nothing was bad, you know, everything was okay. All right, so the doctor said, okay, fine, let's put you on the scan, right, just to see how it is, how messy it is inside, you know, in the womb, in the uterus and all that. All right, so immediately when he put me on the scan, he said, oh, there is a big challenge. So apparently I had a growth with, well, a fibroid. You know, at that time I didn't even know, I didn't have knowledge on all these fibroids. I didn't even know. I discovered I didn't know myself. I didn't know how my body functions. So yeah, so this fibroid thingy, I didn't know much about it, but yeah, the doctor said I had a big fibroid, and according to him, it was almost like trying to say this should be maybe the reason why we were having challenges conceiving, because the way he said it is, he said the growth was the size of a size of a 4-month fetus. 4-month fetus. Imagine in my living with it. So but I had signs, I guess, because I always used to have like a very painful period pains. You know, I used to cry when I was on my period. Brufen was not working for me. I used to take a hot water bottle just to try and massage my stomach. That's when I would feel a bit better, but it was still very bad, you know. So it should have been because of this fibroid. It must have been the fibroid. Yeah. So it made sense. I said, oh, okay, fine. I think that's why I was going through all that pain. That is why. So the doctor said we can't go further before, you know, removing this fibroid. But now the problem is I needed hospital stay for them to remove hospital stay, and then after that I had to go in and out of the hospital just for checkups until I recovered, right? So the doctor said, no, it's fine, you can find a doctor where you're staying in Pietermaritzburg, right? So that it's easier for you. Get this removed and then come back to me. We continue with the process, right? To try and see what if I can. Probably, he said, probably you will conceive soon after. Right? So we were hopeful, at least. We were hopeful. We went back home. Obviously, we were taken back a lot, because you go there, you think you're gonna get your solution, but you're now being told do this first and then come back. Guys, it wasn't easy, you know. It wasn't easy. There's nothing as hard for a woman as not being able to conceive. Like, you question, what kind of a woman am I? Others, they don't struggle to do this. Who's saying we were not on medical aid? So obviously we considered public hospital. We considered, well, maybe let's just find a public hospital that can remove this growth, right? And now we didn't know. Obviously that was not going to work, because so it wasn't going to be possible. Why? Because in public hospitals, right, infertility is not well, everywhere. It's not considered as a medical emergency. So obviously in public hospitals, they specialize in medical emergencies. You know, they are not going to waste money, you know, treating someone who's not sick. It's sort of like that, treating someone who's not sick, you know. So yeah, obviously the public hospital one was out. So yeah, so we just went to this private hospital around our area, and then we found a gynae, and then so we told her now, like, we have a challenge of funds, right? We don't have enough funds, right? So we're not on medical aid. So she advised us, she referred us to another private hospital that was a little bit cheaper, right? She said she had connections there, so we can do the procedure there, we can do the operation there. We were happy. At least we saved a little bit of money. All right, so we had our savings. As a young couple, we were saving money. You know, we didn't even have a car, so no, I think we had our first car, yes, but we were saving up. Obviously, you want to buy this, you want to buy that, you want to buy a property, so we had to take all that money. We started using it on this. Enough. It was not enough. So what we had to do, my husband had this lovely supervisor. Oh, that lady, you know. He went and borrowed money from her. At this point, we didn't really want to, involve our families. We didn't want to, make them worry. So we just went and borrowed from my husband's supervisor. We got the money. We went to do the procedure. It was expensive. Funding it from your own pocket. It was the doctor's fees. What do you call the person who injects you? Is it anesthesis? That I can't pronounce it, but the guy who's gonna inject you so that you sleep had his or her own fees. You had the theater fees. You had there's a whole lot of bloods that you are taking as you are in the hospital. Hey, we have come to take bloods. Another. Here we have come to. So there was a whole lot of blood weight done. What else? Yeah, hospital stay you also pay. Yeah. So it was very expensive, but yeah, we got it done. Come the day of the operation, right? So we went in around. We got the hospital around 5 a.m. So you're not supposed to eat like a couple of hours before your operation, and then we had to go at 5 to do the pre-admission. Yes, and we did all that, and my mom had to come from Zimbabwe.
Daddy,
my mom had to, she basically was also suffering infertility at that time because she was carrying all our burdens on her shoulders. Our moms actually. Even my mother-in-law, she was just phoning at every given moment. Oh, how far? I have a sweet mother-in-law. She never a day that she questioned me when my grandkids coming. Never a day that she asked me anything to do with kids. She just loved me. Whenever I saw her, she just showed me love. Yeah, so I know for some women it's not easy because pressure comes from the husband's side, from the in-laws. From my side, I never had any pressure, and it's something worth commenting on. I was blessed with the best in-laws I could ever ask for.
Mom?
So yeah, so I went in for the surgery. I was wheeled into theater. My mom and my husband were waiting outside praying. So, as my husband told me, as I was still in theater. Okay, so the doctor had told my husband and my mom that it was gonna take about 45 to an hour maybe. But it took 2 hours. I was still in theater. So my husband and my mom started worrying, and at that moment there was a lady that came out of theater about the direction that I was.
Mommy,
crying,
Mommy,
and then my husband told me they just looked at each other with my mom and him, and there was silence. So I think in their minds they thought, what if it's our own prudence that this lady's crying about? What's happening in there? Yeah, but apparently we don't know what had happened. Probably that lady, unfortunately, maybe they had lost a relative, or I don't know, but it certainly was not me that she was crying about, because I came out of there, I was okay. The surgery went well, not really, but yeah, but at least I was still alive. Yeah, so then the doctor called my husband aside and my mom, and the doctor said, okay, look here, we went into surgery thinking we're just removing a fibroid, right? But what we discovered in there was a whole lot different and messier than we thought.
Mommy.
So
Mom?
She said I
Mommy?
had endometriosis. It wasn't a fibroid. It was a condition, actually a medical condition called endometriosis, and it was stage 2. So because of this growth, the way it was attached to one of my ovaries and fallopian tubes, unfortunately they couldn't save the ovary and the fallopian tube. Just had to be taken out together with the growth. It was stuck together with this growth. So they had to take it out, right? And so the doctor said, but don't tell her now, because she came here trying to make her chances to conceive a bit better, and now she's going out with slimmer chances, you know. So the doctor said, don't tell her. But my husband said no, and my husband still told me, right? And no, not my husband, it's the doctor that told, I think the next day or so. And then I just told her, I know it will happen. It's okay, as long as we have that one remaining, that one ovary and that one tube. And then the doctor looked at me. She was surprised. She expected I was gonna cry. But I don't know why. I don't know where it was coming from. But I said, no, it is well. As long as there's one left of each, the ovary and the fallopian tube, that will work. And she said, oh, I'm so happy that you took it well. I was so worried to tell you what not. And I said, no, it's fine, it will happen. And yeah, so okay, another condition that I discovered on top of this endometriosis was, okay, so in trying to my blood was, well, when I was where they did the surgery, my blood was not clotting. Well, it's a condition to do with platelets. They say it's the condition that if I'm to get into an accident, I might bleed to death because of these platelets. So they had to give me medications because the platelets were not doing the work that they should do to make the blood clot when you get an injury, right? So when they cut me, the blood kept on coming out, right? It wasn't clotting as they expected. So they said there was a problem with the platelets, the medical terms. It's been a while, so I forgot what exactly she said, but it was to do with the platelets not doing what they were supposed to be doing, right? So that was another condition which also added to the cost, because I had to be put on medication. I had to do some more bloods just to try and determine what was going on with this blood not clotting. Added to our expenses. Alright, but we went home. Okay, now there was a part of recuperating from healing from this process. I had to take a month off from work because I had to heal first from inside, right, and then from the wound outside. So it took a while to heal. I couldn't walk. I couldn't wear trousers. I couldn't even wear just the underwears. I couldn't wear. So it was really a hard time for me. The healing was really rough. I mean, it was very painful. It was really painful. I couldn't even. I had to have soups, like liquidy food. I couldn't have the solid food for some time. But thank God I managed to go through past that period, and just my mom being there made it a million times better. She used to prepare meals for me. She used to help me clean the wound. Yeah, she was just, just there, being there. It was just a comforting for me. Okay, I think let me just round it up now. This family of mine now. Yeah, so let me just end it here. I will next episode I'll talk about the next journey where I had to undergo IVF, and yeah, I will tell you how it went on that, and the other tests that we had to go through, because we after the operation we still went and tried for a couple of months, but nothing happened, right? Nothing happened. So we had to go back to that fertility specialist. So that's where I will take you through like what happened, what transpired at that when we went back to that doctor. It was hard, guys. It was hard. It was really hard. All right. I think we end it here for today because little girl does not want it anymore. She wants full mommy. She doesn't want this undivided attention. So yeah, thank you guys for making it to this far. Thank you guys for making it this far. Shalom.